What's going on, everybody? Almost Counts Collectibles here, and in this video we're going to be going through another thrift store haul. We actually went to, I think, 3 total different ones. We hit up a Goodwill and then 2 other thrift stores that we found around the area. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit closer and we'll go ahead and check out all the cool stuff that we picked up. All right, we are going to start here with this first bag. Now, right here on top, we have a bag of these Snoopy McDonald's toys. Got this for $1.50. I'm pretty sure my oldest who collects these has most of them, but we are pretty sure that he was missing the little investigator guy. And then I think he also needs Snoopy on his little doghouse right here, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go ahead, open this up, and we'll take a look at these real quick. So here's Snoopy. Looks like he's typing on a little typewriter right there. On top of what I'm assuming is supposed to be the roof of his doghouse. But we have that one. We actually got 2 of those. Then you have the little like workout Snoopy with the little tornado. Pretty sure he has that one. I think there's 2 of these as well. Yep, there is. Here is another one. This is like one of those spin ones, by the way, that kind of like balances and spins. The little baseball Snoopy. And then the other one he needed is this little like investigator Snoopy with one of these little like red lenses. So now he has that one. So we got the Snoopy characters. All right, next up, got this cool Pokemon shirt for a couple bucks, in really good shape there. So my middle child had to have that. Actually picked up a DVD, so I got a copy of I Am Legend. This is actually sealed, never been opened, but I don't have this movie. Always thought that was a pretty cool movie, so went ahead and picked up that for the DVDs. All right, I got a Pokemon book, the unofficial Pokemon Go field guide. We used to be into Pokemon Go, played it a little bit, not super crazy or anything like some people were really into Pokemon Go. We just liked it because we like Pokemon. In all honesty, I thought it had a lot of issues, but we haven't really played it in a while. I don't think we probably ever really will play it again, but this is just one of those cool little books to take on a road trip or something for them to look through and read about and stuff like that when they're bored or whatever the case may be. So got this little field guide all about Pokemon Go stuff, mainly just because it's about Pokemon in general, but picked up a Pokemon book. Oh, this was really cool. So, actually found, and this is trademarked for $19.99, so I'm assuming it might be an actual older one, but a little Pokemon thank you card. This was like, I think, 25 cents or something like that. So we snagged that. Got a few more books in here. So we got another book of the Last Kids on Earth, one of the little series books that my kids kind of like to read. So we picked that up. Picked up one of these Dogbert's management handbook. It's one of these little comic book style books that my oldest really likes to read. So picked that up for him. And that was $1.50. Most of this stuff was like $1 a piece or $2. And then last from this store, we got a Ninja Turtles book. So this is based on the, what was it, 2014, maybe 2011? I can't remember. 2014 Ninja Turtles, the Nickelodeon ones. So picked that up for my youngest. All right, and that was everything from that first thrift store. So let's go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. All right, next bag from thrift store number 2. I think everything in this bag costs like 10 to 12 bucks. But right here on top, we have a Snoopy. Now, this is actually from 1968, according to the tag. Thought that was really cool find for my oldest who loves to collect like the peanut stuff. So we got a little Snoopy with a scarf. I think that was like $2. Then we got a Lego Star Wars book, the character encyclopedia. Bunch of different characters and all that stuff. Got some VHSs. So we got A Bug's Life. I'm not sure if we even have this one, but also the case was in really good shape. Wasn't cracked, broken. Tiny bit of fading or yellowing on top, but overall the case was in really good shape. So picked up A Bug's Life. If we do have it and ours is in better shape, I will use the case for something else. Same thing with Aladdin here. The case was in pretty good shape. Not perfect, but pretty good. So picked up the Platinum edition of Aladdin on VHS. Got another CD, one of Celine Dion's CDs. We like her, liked a lot of her songs and stuff like that. So picked up that CD because we don't have it. Got a VHS copy of Smokey and the Bandit. Got the Black Cauldron. I don't think we have this one. So picked that up. It's got this really cool raised like 3D graphic and everything on it. Just pretty cool VHS cover, to be honest with you. So picked up that. Picked up The Adventures of Scamper. So I remember this from when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure we might actually already have a copy of this, but wasn't sure. So we went ahead and grabbed this one. Snow White. Once again, this was one of the few VHSs that they had left. So picked this up mainly for the case. Once again, pretty sure we already have Snow White, but grabbed the Flintstones. I don't think we have this one. So we did get the Flintstones on VHS. And then Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. Once again, picked this up for my Peanuts collector, my oldest, for him to stick on his shelf. We've actually found, we went a long time without ever really seeing any Peanuts, you know, Charlie, Snoopy, anything like that on VHS. And it seems like within the last month, we have found 3 or 4 good ones. So got that. So that was everything from the second thrift store. So last, let's see what we got from Goodwill. All right, so we have the Goodwill bag. Now, real quick, I just want to say that most of the Goodwills that we regular or that we've been going into recently, Goodwill's getting a little out of control with their pricing. It seems like every time we go in there, stuff's more expensive. At most Goodwills now, a video game is $5. DVDs are, $3 to $4. VHS tapes are $2 to $3. When those things used to be like 99 cents, $1.99. So even the clothes, like at some Goodwills, like sometimes we like to look for cool graphic tees or whatever to add to the collection. Shirts used to be $2 to $3. Now they're $5 to $8 a piece. So Goodwill might eventually become a place where we don't really go and look much anymore. But this one that we went into today, that we found, actually still had really good prices. So we got a few shirts. This one right here on top. It's got Goku here on the front of it. And then it's got Dragon Ball Z Super here on the back. Really cool. So this was only like $2.50. So we picked up, and this is an adult shirt, not a kid shirt. So got that for $2.50. And then another Dragon Ball Z shirt. All right, and then we got some Switch cases. Now, these are actually pretty nice cases. They had an Animal Crossing one, which I was going to pass on this one, but they had another one hiding underneath it, and this was a Zelda Breath of the Wild one. So I just went ahead and grabbed both of them. But we got a couple of Switch cases. This one actually has like your little game case holders and stuff on the inside of it. So I thought that was pretty cool, and they are in pretty good shape. So picked up the Animal Crossing one, and then picked up this Breath of the Wild one. And this one actually had, I don't know if they probably came with these, but this had a Zelda Breath of the Wild little game case that came inside of it. So, and once again, these are really nice material. And these were, how much were these? These were $3.99 a piece, which is a pretty good price for these, in really good shape. All right, and then we actually found some games and one DVD, but their games were $2.99. One of the few Goodwills that still only charge a couple bucks for their video games. And they actually had some decent ones in there. We got Assassin's Creed 3, the GameStop edition, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, and Call of Duty Ghosts, one of the Call of Duty games that we don't have. So I picked these three up, and then I also got Family Guy, It's a Trap on DVD. Now, to be honest, I didn't really, I mean, I checked to make sure the game was in there, but I didn't really look at these discs. They might be really bad, but let's see here. Actually, that one looks pretty good. And that was a mistake. You guys always want to check first, make sure it's in there. Secondly, always check discs and stuff to make sure they're just not completely trashed, unless you have like a resurfacer or something. These actually look pretty good. So we got Assassin's Creed 3. Let's check out the Family Guy disc here. Once again, okay, that one looks pretty good. Let's check out SmackDown versus Raw. And all of these have like the booklets and everything in them, so that was really cool. All right, these discs look to be in pretty good shape, so I think we got lucky on that one. Let's check out Call of Duty here. Maybe. Some of these are really hard to get out. There we go. Oh, is this a 2-disc game? Disc 2, installation disc, disc 1. Okay, yeah, so 2 discs. All right, that one looks pretty good. What the heck? All right, so we also got Halo 3. So there were 3 discs in here. I mean, that one's got a few very light little scratches on it. So these are pretty good. And we got a bonus game. We got Halo 3 on 360. All right, that one is definitely the roughest of them all. Surface scratches on that. I don't know, it might still play if you cleaned it up a little bit. We might try it. But we got a bonus disc there. So there's a Halo 3 in there. All right, disc 2, I'm going to put this one in first. I don't like how they do this when you just stack discs on top of each other. I mean, you're just asking to get a scratch, in my opinion. But there is Call of Duty Ghosts. All right, so that is everything we got from Goodwill. There's our bonus disc. I'm going to set that aside. All right, let me go ahead and throw everything back in here from one of our more recent thrift store runs, and we'll take one last look at everything we got. All right, so here's everything we picked up from that recent run. Everything that you see in front of you probably cost about $35 maybe, but we did get some more VHSs over there to include a Peanuts one. We got the Flintstones, Smokey and the Bandit. We got the Switch 2 cases to include the Zelda one, which is the one that I wanted. We got I Am Legend on DVD, brand new. We got some Xbox 360 games to include a Family Guy DVD from Goodwill. We got some Dragon Ball Z shirts. We got our Snoopy from 1968 over here, a Pokemon shirt, and what looks to be an original Pokemon greeting card or a thank you card. We got the Snoopy figures down here in front from McDonald's, a few books, Last Kids on Earth, Pokemon Go Guide, the Star Wars Lego characters, Dogbert, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book back there in the corner. And that is it, guys. That is everything from this most recent haul. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you saw something that interests you or something that you had or currently have to this day. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And until next time, everybody, we will see you next video.